In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 30th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Pistons versus New York Knicks. As the Detroit Pistons gear up to face the New York Knicks at the iconic Madison Square Garden on Thursday night, anticipation fills the air for an intriguing matchup. The Pistons find themselves amidst a challenging stretch, holding the unfortunate title of the worst record in the NBA. To add to their woes, they are currently grappling with a daunting 14-game losing streak, a streak that they desperately hope to break in their previous game against the Lakers at home the night before this clash with the Knicks. In a relentless pursuit of a turnaround, the Pistons have faced adversity head-on, and during a tough season where victories have been scarce. The recent loss to the Lakers, with a final score of 133-107, reflected their struggles. Cade Cunningham emerged as a bright spot, leading the team with 15 points and 5 assists. However, their collective effort fell short as they shot just 41% from the field and 15 of 36 from beyond the arc. The Pistons faced an uphill battle from the start, conceding 38 points in the opening quarter, ultimately unable to bridge the gap as the game progressed. Contrastingly, the New York Knicks step onto the court with a different narrative. Sporting a season record of 10-7, they have been enjoying a positive trajectory, winning 7 of their last 10 games. Their most recent triumph came against the Hornets, where they secured a convincing 115-91 victory. Julius Randle, the Knicks' standout performer, orchestrated a stellar performance, recording 25 points, an impressive 20 rebounds, and 5 assists. The team's 46% shooting from the field and 15 of 38 from beyond the arc showcased their offensive prowess, complemented by a formidable defense that held the struggling Hornets to a mere 16 points in the opening quarter. The contrasting fortunes of the two teams become more evident when considering the player roster. The Pistons find themselves shorthanded once again, with key players like Bojan Bogdanovic, Monty Morris, and Joe Harris sidelined. In stark contrast, the Knicks approach this encounter with near full health, emphasizing the tale of two teams headed in opposite directions. The Knicks represent a rising force, while the Pistons remain entrenched at the bottom of the standings. A pivotal factor in this matchup is the Pistons' recent game against the Los Angeles Lakers, where they faced a tough challenge on the second night of a back-to-back. Cade Cunningham, with 26 points and 7 assists, showcased resilience, but the team's overall performance left coach Monty Williams questioning their toughness. While expectations linger for a better effort from Detroit, their struggle to compete with the Eastern Conference's elite due to a lack of scoring punch and experience remains a concern. The Knicks, well rested since Tuesday, relish the opportunity to face a fatigued Pistons squad on the second night of their back-to-back. With 2 days' worth of rest in their arsenal, the Knicks aim to exploit the Pistons' weary legs and dominate defensively in the interior while flourishing offensively on the perimeter. The Knicks' reliance on the three-point shot aligns favorably with Detroit's 19th-ranked three-point defense, providing a strategic advantage. The absence of Bogdanovic and Harris further complicates the Pistons' offensive dynamics, allowing the Knicks to tighten their defense and force Detroit into a perimeter battle. The Pistons' frequent turnovers play into the hands of the Knicks, who excel in fast break points this season. Key to the Knicks' strategy is the early and consistent establishment of Jalen Brunson, creating opportunities for Julius Randle around the basket. With the Pistons currently in disarray, the Knicks view this matchup as an opportunity to assert dominance. While the betting line appears substantial, reflecting the Knicks as favorites, the circumstances heavily favor the New York team. The Knicks, having enjoyed a break since Tuesday, confront a struggling Pistons squad that has stumbled in 8 of their last 9 road games. So the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Examining the pace of the game, the Knicks rank 29th, indicating a deliberate approach that aligns with their control of tempo. Julius Randle's recent stellar performance against the Hornets is indicative of the Knicks' ability to dictate the pace, and a similar outcome is anticipated against the Pistons. Randle's 2020 game highlights his multifaceted contributions, and with the Pistons likely struggling to breach the 100-point mark, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Bucks versus Chicago Bulls. Get ready for an exciting clash on the basketball court as the Milwaukee Bucks face off against the Chicago Bulls in a battle of Central Division supremacy. The stage is set in the vibrant Windy City, where both teams are hungry for a victory. The Bucks, fresh off a hard-fought 131-124 road triumph against Miami, are on a red-hot streak, winning 8 of their last 9 games. Their key player, Giannis Antetokounmpo, showcased his brilliance with 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in their recent victory, leading the Bucks to cover the spread as a 4.5-point favorite. On the flip side, the Bulls find themselves in a challenging situation, having lost 8 of their last 9 games. Their recent defeat at the hands of Boston, where they were blown out 124-97, highlights their struggles, failing to cover the spread as a 12.5-point underdog. The Bucks may hold the upper hand in the all-time regular season series with a 134-130 advantage, but recent history favors them even more as they have clinched victory in the last 3 meetings, including a 118-109 win earlier this season. Milwaukee's momentum is undeniable, with the team demonstrating resilience and offensive prowess. Despite facing adversity against the Heat, the Bucks shot an impressive 53% from the field and made 13 of 35 three-point attempts. Their ability to overcome challenges was evident in a 38-point fourth-quarter explosion that secured their victory. In contrast, the Bulls are grappling with a slump, losing 5 straight in 8 of their last 9 games. Their recent struggles against the Celtics, where they shot just 43% from the field and 9 of 28 from beyond the arc, underscore the uphill battle they face. The injury report adds an extra layer of uncertainty to the matchup. The Bucks are dealing with the absence of Ye Crowder and Pat Connaughton, while the Bulls are closely monitoring the availability of key players such as Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Alex Caruso, who are all questionable. These factors contribute to a significant contrast in the trajectory of both teams, with the Bucks surging and the Bulls faltering. In the last 10 encounters between these two teams, the Bucks have emerged victorious in 7, covering the spread in all but 1. Milwaukee's offensive prowess and cohesive gameplay have been key factors in their dominance over the Bulls. While the Bulls may have LaVine on the court, his potential limited effectiveness due to a foot injury could further tip the scales in favor of the Bucks. As the game unfolds, it's evident that the Bucks enter the matchup in better form, boasting a full roster of key players compared to the potentially short-handed Bulls. With 3 consecutive victories against the Bulls and an impressive recent track record, the Bucks are poised to extend their winning streak. In terms of the side pick, laying the chalk with the Bucks appears to be a prudent choice, considering the Bulls' impressive performance and potential roster challenges, so the Milwaukee Bucks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Turning our attention to the game total, recent trends and team statistics shed light on the likely outcome. Milwaukee has exceeded the total in 11 of their 18 games this season, showcasing their offensive prowess. The Bucks' commitment to a faster tempo, averaging 101.3 possessions per game, positions them as a formidable offensive force. Conversely, the Bulls, ranked second in turnovers per game, exhibit a slower pace, averaging 95.5 possessions per game, making it challenging for them to keep up with the Bucks. Examining the historical data, the last 3 meetings and 8 of the last 10 between these teams have stayed below the total. This trend, combined with the stark contrast in the pace of play between the two teams, points toward a lower scoring game. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The hardwood action intensifies as the Minnesota Timberwolves eagerly prepare to host the Utah Jazz in a highly anticipated Western Conference showdown at the illustrious Target Center this Thursday night. The Timberwolves, currently holding the coveted first-place position in the standings, exude confidence with an impressive track record of 5 wins in their last 6 games. Despite the Utah Jazz grappling with a playoff berth from the outside, they enter this encounter on a commendable 2-game winning streak. The previous clash between these two teams this season saw the Timberwolves triumph with a resounding 28-point victory, showcasing their dominance on home turf. Fans are undoubtedly in for an engaging matchup that promises riveting plays and intense competition. The Utah Jazz find themselves in a challenging situation, having struggled to find their rhythm this season. A recent slump saw them lose 5 of their last 7 games, culminating in a deflating 105-91 defeat at the hands of the Grizzlies. The Jazz faced adversity as they attempted to recover from a 36-17 second quarter deficit, ultimately falling short despite a late game surge. Leading the charge, John Collins contributed contributed 17 points, supported by Simone Fontecchio and Jordan Clarkson with 12 points each. However, the team's collective shooting woes, registering only 37% from the field and 16 of 39 from beyond the arc, underscored the challenges they faced. On the other end of the spectrum, the Minnesota Timberwolves ride a wave of success, triumphing in 12 of their last 14 games. Their most recent victory, a hard-fought 106-103 win against the Thunder, showcased resilience as they overcame a slow start. Anthony Edwards, leading the scoring charts with 21 points, played a pivotal role alongside contributors Rudy Gobert and Troy Brown Jr. Despite a sluggish first quarter, the Timberwolves rallied in the second half to secure the win, highlighting their ability to adapt and persevere. Heading into this pivotal matchup, the Jazz grapple with injuries, notably missing the services of Lauri Markkanen due to a hamstring injury. In contrast, the Timberwolves list Anthony Edwards as doubtful, potentially leaving a void in their offensive firepower. Despite this uncertainty, the Timberwolves stand as one of the league's hottest teams, boasting an impressive 8-1 home record this season. The Jazz's struggles and injury concerns, particularly the absence of their top two scorers, paint a challenging picture as they face the NBA's best defense. In contrast, the Timberwolves showcase elite big men, including the versatile Karl Anthony Towns. Recent trends favor the Timberwolves, covering the spread in 4 of their last 5 games and 3 of the last 4 meetings against the Jazz. With a formidable record at home, the Timberwolves emerge as strong contenders for victory in this matchup. While the betting line may seem heavier than anticipated, the confidence in the Timberwolves prevailing at home remains unwavering. Thus, the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Delving into the total pick, the absence of key scorers for both teams adds an intriguing dynamic. For the Jazz, missing their top 2 scorers amplifies the challenge of scoring against an elite defense. Similarly, the potential absence of Anthony Edwards creates a scoring vacuum for the Timberwolves. Recent trends, including the under-hitting for Utah in their last 4 games and Minnesota in 3 of their last 4, suggest a defensive showcase. Minnesota's preference for a slower-paced, half-court offense aligns with the Jazz's tendency to play cautiously on the road. The Timberwolves' low field goal attempts, coupled with a penchant for flustering opponents on the offensive end, positions them to limit the Jazz's effectiveness from long range. Anticipating a defensive struggle and a deliberate pace, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.